Dejounte, first of all, congratulations. And just take me through yesterday, like how you found out the news and what your emotions were when you found out you'd been named to the All-Star team.
Uh, well, we had a good practice. First of all, we was able to practice for the first time in a long time, and obviously having Zach, join the squad, it was also good for us to get up and down and script and go through plays and just drills in general. Adding him to the squad and just having everybody available to practice. And we had a great practice, like I said, and after that, I showered, did everything I was supposed to do, and I went home and just enjoyed time with my family because they were leaving when I was leaving to hit the road, which was today. So when I went home and Pop called me and he just was joking around for a minute about other stuff, and then he just told me that I'm going to Cleveland, I'm an all-star, and I just broke down with my family, broke down crying with my family and stuff, and it just was a real moment, just for them to see and hear that, and just everything I've been through, not even just me, just my family. We dealt with a lot, since I was really, really young all the way to now. Still deal with a lot, so it's good to just see some blessings just coming through to good people.
Do you have any memories of watching the All-Star game growing up? Any specific memories that stick out?
Yeah, I mean, I always watch them. I'm a fan of basketball, so, that's really around that time, that's the only thing on. So you're kind of forced to watch it, especially if you love sports. So, I mean, just the memories of just me watching the practices. I watch all that stuff. I watch the guys when they practice and, just joking around all the way to looking at the pictures they post and obviously the game. The game's exciting and, they compete and have fun and just everything, man. And it's just unbelievable that, that I'll be right there.
Has it hit you that you're going to be on the other side of that now?
It's crazy. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. I swear it's crazy. It's definitely hit me, but not as much as I say that it should. I'm still like halfway like, nah, this is a dream, and the other half like, nah, it's real.
All right, appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jeff. Let's go to Tom Orsborn from the Express News.
Dejounte, congratulations and thanks for doing this. Sitting in that green room on draft night, can you take us back to what it was like, what your emotions were like? Were you angry? Were you disappointed? What was going through your mind?
I wouldn't say angry. I wouldn't say disappointed. And the reason why I say those two things, and I never really spoke upon, about that situation. But the reason why I say I wasn't angry or disappointed because, I mean, as you get to know me, and if you do know me, you know where I come from, and you know what I overcame to get to where I'm at. So I was thankful and grateful to be just in that situation. It was all new to me, 19 years old, never seen anything like it. So I was just enjoying the moment, with my family and just everything. And just sitting there, obviously, I didn't go to the combine for other reasons, talking to other teams and stuff. So, I mean, I didn't expect to, land at 29, but at the end of the day, that's what God had written for me, and I wouldn't change it for nothing. And I'm not saying this because of the success, that I had in my career through the good and bad, but, just the Spurs organization was just perfect for me. And dudes like LeBron, John Wall, and family and friends that are, aware of basketball and watch basketball and knows, about basketball, all told me the same things. You're going to a class act organization, drama free. They everything's professional. From on the court to off the court, and all you got to do is go learn and work on your game each and every day.
And you developed each year, and then you had the year, where you had the injury and you're out. What has been the key to your development? And has there been someone in the organization that you really credit for being with you the whole way and seeing you get better each step and helping you get better each step?
I mean, yeah, obviously, one thing about me, I take pride in getting better each and every year. I feel like, every player should try that as much as they can, this year. Watch film after a season and, get with your coaches and stuff and, see what you did or what you could do better and, add stuff to your game and just come back and, they could say this or that about you, but always know that one thing they could say is, well, he did get better. And that's just something that, I take pride in and something that I want to do each and every year. And just crediting just everybody. We had guys that were here when I first got here that's gone from, in the training staff to, the weight room to, development coaches that I was playing against, on off days and, all the way to coaches that's still here like Chip England and obviously Coach Pop. And, I just credit everybody. It's not just one, two, or three guys. It's everybody who's, been here the whole 6 years.
And it's safe to say Pop's been the father figure to you and has been vital in your development both on and off the court.
I mean, absolutely. He's a great man. Obviously, he's a great coach, and it speaks for itself, what he was able to do for this game on and off the floor and win at the highest level. So the main thing for me was off the floor, though, just having that guidance and, somebody I can go talk to or call whenever I want or, whenever I have any questions. And, he's definitely been, that father type for me. And, he's been a great coach. He pushes me to be the best I can be. And he knows I could take criticism. He knows that, I don't like for anybody to toot my horn or, tell me the good things. I always want to work on anything that's a weakness or something I could just get better in general. So I'm thankful for him. Like I said, it was written by God, and God put us in each other's life for a reason.
And last one for me, the outpouring of love that you got on Twitter, what did that mean to you? And did you get some phone calls from some of those same people that tweeted congratulations to you?
Yeah, a bunch of people showed me a lot of love, and, I'm thankful for it. Stuff that you don't have to do. Us as human, we got a choice in life. We could do it or we don't have to do it. And, a bunch of people, show love, and I think that's what it's all about. Even with me, I love to show love, and, it's for free. It doesn't cost $1 to show love and root for the next person, especially if they're, a great person and they're just willing to work for anything, whether they're athlete or, working a normal 9-to-5 job. So I received a lot of calls, a lot of text messages, and, I'm thankful. And, it's just the beginning, though. It put another chip on my shoulder. It motivated me even more because I'm seeing what hard work is getting me. From coming out of high school to college to, turning my dreams into a reality, getting hurt. I seen it from all types of angles. So, I'm just excited for obviously now, but more the future because I know how hard I'm going to continue to work.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tom. Let's go to Brian Colbert from Spurs.com.
Dejounte, congrats again, man. Phenomenal jacket. First thing you mentioned, as much as this is an individual accolade for you, you mentioned that you couldn't do this without your teammates, man. How important is it sharing this moment with your Spurs family?
It's important, the whole organization. It's not just about the teammates, the coaches. It's everybody, all in one. This is a family. This whole organization is one. And, you root for one another and you want the best for one another, whether it's, off the floor or, it's on the floor. And, just specifically for my teammates, they've been supportive of me, the whole way. And, they put me in situations to be successful, whether it's, them making a shot or them giving me the ball to go score or them just believing in me to do whatever it takes to help win a basketball game. And it's the same for me. I believe in all of them. And, it could be just a little thing, Derek White taking a charge or, Keldon or Yak scoring, Doug making a shot. I can go on and on just about all the guys. It it means a lot when we could support one another and want the best for one another. So, I'm just thankful to be around a bunch of great men and women, and just want to keep going.
You mentioned the moment where you were with your family and you finally broke down. What about that moment really hit you and made you really express so much emotion? Because you're such a composed guy. What really hit you about this moment?
I think what hit me about the moment was first my daughter just was like, "Why are you guys crying? What's going on?" And she's like, "You guys are being weird." So that was funny. But I think what really hit me is my nephew, which is my sister who passed this past summer. He's been at my house a lot, and I have a hoop inside my house that I put up for him, and I just watched him look at us, as adults crying and hugging each other, and he just looking, and I seen him and me, like he was just shooting hoops, and he's just looking at us like, "What's going on? What's wrong?" And he just reached out to me, and I hugged him, and I just told him that you're next, because he loves basketball already. He's 3 years old, and he could really dribble the ball and shoot it already. So that was the biggest moment for me, because it just looked like Dejounte all over again, just a young kid wanting to be loved, and having a love for basketball, and just wanting to have fun.
Now let's talk about young Dejounte. You're going to do a lot of reflecting this week with the moment. Let's go back to Seattle, South Shore Community Center. What happened in that building that molded the man, the hooper that you are today? Because I know some legendary sessions went down when you was out there.
I went to a lot. It's not even just about South Shore. I've been to, I played everywhere. I played at all the community centers. I played at the parks. And, obviously, coming from the south of Seattle, it's a competitive place. You got to have tough skin. You can't show no weakness in whatever you do. And that's really what it's about. We are one big community, and we want to just, see the best for each other. So I really don't have just one moment, because those moments are regular to us, and they're just normal, and you know what to expect if you're from there.
Last question. Seattle Hoops community is very, very close. Which one of the Seattle NBA greats hit you up first, and what was that conversation like?
They all hit me up. It wasn't just he hit me first, he hit me second thing. Obviously the Jamal Crawford one, that one was big, because just the whole relationship, the whole story behind just me and him, and obviously him being a great, and everybody looking up to him in the basketball world. And I think it's big because he's Rainier Beach alum, and he's a legend. His name speaks for himself for what he's done on and off the floor, and obviously the whole world feel like he should have been an all-star before, just the great career he had. So this is just like for my community. This is for him. I told him like, this is for us. You helped mold me into the person I am, and on the basketball side and stuff. So that was a big one. But I think another big one was Zach LaVine. I could hear how happy he was, and he just like, "Bro, we there. I can't wait to take our picture." Like, just stuff like that. Because me and him is really close. We work out, we talk all the time. So this is huge for the city. Seattle, we got a lot of up and coming, not just athletes, but just everything in general, and this is big for the city.
Thank you.
Thanks, Brian. Let's go to Mike Finger from the Express News.
Dejounte, do you happen to know offhand how many members of that 2016 draft class are going to be in this All-Star game?
Just Dejounte.
So you did notice that.
I was
told. You get any
it.
satisfaction out of that?
I was told it, but it's a great draft class, and I'm not competing with nobody. I look in the mirror each and every day, and I'm competing with Dejounte Murray. That's really what it's about, and I'm rooting for every single one of them guys. And it's not even just about my draft class. I know how hard it is to come to this lead and last in this lead, and let alone be an all-star. So, it's nice and all that I get to represent the class. We have guys in the past, and such as Ben and Brandon and Jalen and Sabonis, represent the draft class. So, I'm just thankful to, keep our draft class alive for this season, I should say, and be able to represent it.
Another trivia question that you're probably aware of. Over the past 45 years, basically since the Spurs have existed, the Spurs have been in the All-Star game more than any other franchise. I'm just wondering, to join that group, going back, Tim Duncan, David Robinson, George Gervin, what your impressions are of kind of continuing that legacy, and where do you think the Spurs stack up respect-wise around the league to this day?
I mean, first of all, it's just it's a great moment, great feeling just to be mentioned with those guys. I haven't done nothing. I still got a long way to go, and that's what keep me thriving each and every day. That's what helped me wake up, knowing how much better I can get. So that's number one. Them guys are established. Hall of Famers and won championships and left their mark on this league. And Dejounte is just getting started. I'm young. There's always room to improve, and that's just the best for me, just knowing that I can improve. So that's what I got to say on that. But on the love for the Spurs around the league, I really don't fall in love with people caring as long as coaches and my peers, respect us and respect the development, respect the players. That's all that really matters. And like I said earlier, we are all human and we got our own opinions. We could like something or we don't have to like something. And, some people might like the Spurs or some might not. That's up to you as a person. And, my job is to continue just to grow and represent, my family and the Spurs organization all in one.
Appreciate it, sir.
Thanks, Mike. Let's go to Tom Petrini from Kins 5.
Hey, Dejounte, congratulations. You've talked about that journey from being a kid to draft night to here, NBA All-Star. A lot of real life in there, a journey for you. How do you feel like that has molded you as a player, person, leader? And, where do you feel like you're at right now outside of basketball?
Outside of basketball, I feel like I came a long way. Just how I think as a person, how I move as a person. I've always treated others like I would want to be treated, so I always was a respectful guy. That was number one. So mainly that's really what it is for me. Is just growing. Obviously, I'm a father now to a 4-year-old little girl, so I gotta continue to put that in my days each and every day. First before basketball or anything else, which is finding ways where I could become a better father and just help her and connect with my daughter because she's getting older and not younger. So that's number one. And mainly just as a person, I'm gonna continue to grow because I'm always interested to meet good people, and I could see through people, I could read people. So it's rare that you'll see me around somebody who's not a good person. So that's a gift from God I feel like I have. And on the basketball side, I got a long way to go. Just everything in one. That's my favorite thing. I'm gonna continue to preach it. The room to improve. No matter who you are or how old you are, you can always improve. You could look at guys like LeBron. I know he's one of one, but at the same time, you just look at the age and what he's accomplished off the floor and on the floor, and doing what he's doing, not just on the floor, but off the floor as well at his age. So, that type of stuff motivates me as well, knowing that I live by, there's always room to improve.
I'm curious about when you look at your game, especially considering how much it has grown every year. What are specific things that you think, I could add this, I could be, elevating my game in this specific area?
That's a question that I'm always say the same thing too. That's everything, because the difference between me, I feel like, and a lot of others, I didn't have trainers or I didn't have my mom or my dad taking me to the gyms or, parks teaching me basketball or this or that. Everything was learned on the fly from just watching it or just out there playing it. And I didn't really connect with nobody until I got older, which was, almost 16, 17 years old when I started going to camps and stuff. So, I'm going to be able to improve in everything, because I was never taught nothing, and it's just like, me playing catch up now. Dudes and guys who were taught things at an early age, and they just knew how to do this and knew how to do that, and they just got better at it. So I'm at the stage where I'm still learning everything, and everything's new to me. So that's the most interesting thing for me, that I get to continue to improve in everything.
Thanks. And then last one, you mentioned the kids. Are they old enough to, understand how big this is, or is it just that everybody's super emotional and then, sorry, go ahead.
All good. The little kids, like my daughter, nieces, and nephews, and, just little cousins in general, they all really a young age, about 5 and under, all of them. So that's the good part. They all get to be connected. Like, my generation was connected in our family. We were all close around the same age. So they really don't understand. That's why my daughter was like, you guys are acting weird. And my nephew was just like, what's going on? Because they don't understand it yet, which they will one day. But the important thing is I felt the love and they felt the love. And, it was tears of joy because my family know how hard I work. They know that, it's no smoking, no drinking, no partying for Dejounte. It's strictly basketball, and doing what I do outside of basketball, because I know basketball ain't forever. So I'm committed to it 110%.
Enjoy the All-Star game, Dejounte.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Tom. Let's go to Hector Ledesma from Sports Tonight.
Dejounte, congratulations, man.
Appreciate that.
Because of how big a deal this is, I'm wondering how tough it was leading up to finding out that you were selected. How tough was it not to let it cross your mind, not to think about all-star, things along those lines?
It wasn't tough for me because I'm big on rewarding winners, earning everything. And, obviously with my team, the rocky season we had with guys in, guys out, guys hurt, guys COVID, I feel like if we didn't have that and we had our team the whole year and us just being able to learn with each other, we'll have a way better record than what we have. So it wasn't too much on my mind. What people got to understand is where I come from, this is all just unbelievable to me, my family, people that really know me. So just being in the conversation is huge because not everyone could say, that people were talking about them being an all-star. So it really wasn't on my mind, and I was more focused on the Spurs. What can I do to continue to grow, be a better leader, and help my team win? So that really wasn't on my mind, and I just knew with my hard work that one day it would be possible.
Because of the rocky season, DJ, do you feel like that it says that much more about you, that you're selected despite maybe the record not being what you guys would like it to be?
That's out of my control. I don't know what other people were thinking or what they're thinking. I'm just thankful that, my peers, the coaches, and, even the media, you guys, realize and see my growth each and every year. That's huge to me, more than being an all-star. Obviously, I know this is a huge thing, but ain't nothing like being respected for, working hard and being willing to learn. So that's really that.
And last one for me, has it crossed your mind yet, like, what you want to do when you get in the game? Like, if there's something you definitely want to do once the game starts, have you let that enter your mind yet?
I'm from Seattle, so we built for this. This is all we do. Trust me, I'm from Seattle, so if you know about Seattle and the New York players, and we these are the games we built for. We built for all-star games.
Appreciate it, DJ. Thank you.
Yes,
Congrats
sir.
again.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Hector. We'll wrap things up with Tyler Baronsky from Northeast Sports Network.